Hi, it's Paul here from InterAcct Software. We've gone through creating this job as an example, and today what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at the steps between going from the estimating stage to creating a quote. So as I explained in my previous videos, typically we will create our estimates from under the subjobs, and then under the master job we will then create the quotation. So what you can see here for our example from last time, we've got 7 Green Road, and we've got our two estimates here, version 1, version 2. That's just what I've called them. We can call them anything you like. And what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be making sure this second version is the one we use on our quotation. So we've actually got a link here. You can get to it from pretty much any job that has the master parent attached to it. So Wollongong West Development is our master job, but our sub job is 7 Green Road, Wollongong West. So I'm going to create the quotation now. I'm going to click on that. And when we do that, you can see that I've defined which estimates are the ones we're going to be using for the quotation. So in this case, we're going to use version 2 of the 7 Green Road. And we've also got two other sub jobs here for 4 and 5. I'm going to actually include them on this particular quote. So I'm just going to tick them here, and it's going to include them. So I will normally do the itemized version, which is the most detailed. It goes down to the cost item level or the product level. You can use the detailed version, which goes to the subgroup level. The cost group level. So that will then be showing you the total for materials, subbies, sundry, and machines. That's the level. And summarize will just show you a single value per sub job. So you can use either one of those. Also, you can do this grouping. So you can group it by the whole job in total. So you can ignore the sub jobs. You can go down to the sub job level, and even by the estimate level. So normally I go through the estimate level. It's only under the circumstance, which is pretty unusual, to actually have multiple estimates for one sub job, but you might have that. But I'll use the estimate level, and this section lines is just breaking down to give you the headings between each of the sections. So that's what my defaults are, and that's what I'll use today. So I'll now create and view the quotation. Okay, so that's brought us into the quotation area, or the sales order area, and it's built up the information from the parent job, which is just that little bit there. I've just put a description in for the parent job, and then you can see the sub jobs and the estimate that we've attached, and then the description. And then because I've selected the itemized version, we've got all the detail of what is underneath that particular estimate for that sub job. So quite detailed quotation we're creating. Now it might not necessarily be, you might not want to show so much detail, so that's why we've got those other options of a what we call a detailed quotation, which will then summarize the labor together. So you'll actually have this line as well. In this case, it will really, they'll all be separate anyway, because they're all different cost groups. But in this case here, for this one, those two are both materials, so they will then consolidate together as one line and just show material total, and adding these two together to make $3,000. So that's the detail one. And then the summary one is when you just have the estimate and then a grand total of that estimate to a value here. So from there we can go and send the email to the customer. They'll hopefully come back and confirm it. So I'm just going to confirm it now, just to assume that they have, and that will then move it onto the sales order side of things. Now once we've done that, that's actually put it into budget for the job now. So when we look at the job, and I'll go back to the job now, and we'll have a look at that estimate, you can see that it's now attached to that quote, that estimate 2, and you can see that it's moved to budget up here. So if I go back to the actual parent job and then have a look at the financials, you can see that the budget's come through for that particular sales order. So yeah, so that's our demonstration of how we move from the estimates, attach it to a quotation, and then transfer it to a sales order, which will then become the budget for the job. So hopefully that gives you a bit of an insight how the job costing works for the budget side of things, from the estimate to the budget. If you like what you see and you think it's going to work for you guys, give us a call and we'll get it installed. We are an Odoo partner and have been installing ERP packages since 1983. Mainly our Australian-made package InterAcct Software, which has a ton of great features, quite similar to Odoo. We've been helping clients personalize and install Odoo since 2020. We pride ourselves on our customer relationships and getting to know exactly what benefits their businesses. You can contact us via our website or toll-free number 1300 66 2626. We hope to hear from you soon.